Okay, next up we've got the calendar, which is the third of the three main things that you'll be using through Google Apps for Education. And so you can access your calendar when you're logged in by obviously clicking on the calendar icon, and again it opens it in a new tab for you. The calendar will be really useful for you, as you'll see, because you can see lots of what other people are doing and book out shared resources, as I'll show you. So set the time zone. It says English UK, so that's fine. Set the time zone. All right, you're going to go London. Oh good, London's not there. It's going to be United Kingdom, GMT +0. Next, get reminded by events. Do you want to be reminded about all the events you put in? I would suggest that the answer is no, so I would untick it and then I would leave it to create your first event. Basically, if you want to create an event, as I'll show you, you just click and drag as it says here. Okay, so you can just go start using Google Calendar. As it says here, settings is very useful. We'll come back to settings in a bit. And here you go, it shows you a weekly view. Now this weekly view starts on a Sunday, which I don't really like very much, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to settings and I'm going to change it so that the date format is in a British way, so 31st of December 2013. English language, United Kingdom's right, that's all right. Time format, you can choose 24-hour or 12-hour times, I'm going to do that. Week starts on a Monday for me, and if you want to, you can set your working hours, so you could say and this will display a warning if someone tries to invite you to an event that's outside of working hours. So I'm going to put working hours in until 4:30, and then you can do dim and past events and things like that, showing weekends. There's lots of other options here that you can all do. Whenever you make any changes, make sure you click save and you go back to it, and you can see that the week is starting on a Monday now. You can skip forward by just clicking obviously the arrows here. It has some standard date things in here, which is the Monday, the bank holiday. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add an event. Really straightforward. So I'm going to add an event for 1:30 until 3:30 p.m. and I'm going to call it Watch Mr. Essery's GAfE videos. Okay, really exciting event you've created there, and there it is, it's done. What you might want to do also is, given that I'm John Example, I can go forward to the start of the kids coming in next week on Monday, and what you can do is you can set a recurring event, which is obviously very useful if you want to put in your lessons. So I'll try again to do this using this technique. So drag and drop. Now my time of my lessons on a weekly basis is not 8:30 until 9:30. It is for let's say this class, it's actually 8:40 until 9:30. So you can do that by clicking, as you saw, the edit event more details. That is going to be a maths lesson. So it is 7EG maths. That's the 7MA1 maths. So that's the 7 set 1 maths lesson. It's on a Monday, 8:40 till 9:30. Sorry, that's obviously changed because I changed this thing above. Now, what I also want to do is I want to repeat this, because it doesn't just happen on a Monday. It happens on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Wednesday, a Thursday, and a Friday. All those 5 repeat weekly, so they happen every week, and they will end on the 23rd. If we skip forward the months, end at the end of the academic year on the 23rd of July. So the summary is it's weekly on weekdays until 23rd of July. Done. I'm going to save that, and you can see that it will very quickly come up, and there you go, a recurring event that has my lessons. You can do that with all your lessons, with your duty slots, with your elective slots, all things like that. If I skip forward a week, obviously they're there. So you can do that and build your timetable so that you can work out the time that you have free. The summary of the calendar over here shows bold numbers, bold days where you have meetings on, so pretty much all your Mondays to Fridays will be bold if you do this, obviously, because you're going to be teaching. And so that's a way you can add things to your calendar. These items here, my calendars and other calendars. John example is your calendar, and you can add others to my calendars, as I'll show you in a second. If you want to, you can take your calendar off, or you can change the colour, or you can do other things there. Now, as I said, that's how you set up your own calendar, and you can spend some time doing that and getting your general standard week in there. Another really useful thing you can do is you can see other people's calendars, and there's two ways of doing this. So I'm going to show you the easiest one here. Basically, you can add a colleague's calendar, okay? And because, as I've mentioned before, we've got contact sharing on, if I type in Martin Essery, you can see Martin Essery there, okay? And you can get Mr. Essery's timetable, and you can see what he's doing, and that will obviously allow you to identify times if you want to meet with Mr. Essery, what time that you would like to meet with him. Now, you probably won't want that up all the time, and so, as you might have seen I did by accident earlier, you can just unclick the colour, and it means that that calendar remains there in other calendars, so you can see it whenever you want to, but it's not always shown, so you don't always have loads of calendars on top of each other. So if you just quickly want to see, I wonder what Martin's doing today, click on the colour and you can see what he's doing there. Now, in the next video, what I'll show you is how to add some really useful shared calendars that will be useful for all members of staff across the school, and that's using a similar technique. So we'll do that in the next video.